Victory points this turn. Put this twist on the bottom of the villain deck. Otherwise, stack this twist next to the scheme as a villainous interruption. So the turn they get a twist, you have to get a point. Otherwise, it starts going against you. You know what? We'll do that. That sounds pretty easy to understand, which is my biggest thing. I think we're just gonna do not the vulture. We'll do Adrian. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna use Adrian's cards, to which I hope it kind of goes together pretty well. He's the mastermind, and normally he is only the leader of the salvagers, at least. We don't have to do that, being in a one-player setting. I'm going to go ahead and do that anyway. So we have one villain group, which is going to be the salvagers. That's going to go into our deck. We're going to have one master strike, 3 henchmen cards from the same group. We've done a bunch with... We've done a lot with the Sentinel, so we're going to switch it up. I guess just hand in it. Well, yeah, we're just going to do some ninjas. Gonna grab some hand ninjas for the henchmen. 1 bystander. 1 master strike. Number of schemes put on the thing. Okay. Predetermined number of schemes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I think that's it. We have the villain group. We have 3 henchmen cards, 1 bystander. Strike. Okay. Now, I haven't used the Homecoming set at all yet. So if this goes terribly, then, oops. You know, for being an expansion, for the most part, other than like starter set cards, like the wounds, the bystanders, shield cards, like you could, oh, and the basic hero, like you could, I think I'll just play this as its own set. Other than the henchmen, which I wasn't able to, I had to grab just hand ninjas. We can use a mostly non-generic, just Homecoming set. So we have to pick our good guys. We have Peter's allies. We have high-tech Spider-Man. Peter Parker. We have Tony Stark. And then we have Happy Hogan. And see, if we were playing like a normal game, not one player, these could be it. Because these are technically 2 different people. I'm going to pick Peter Parker Homecoming, Peter's allies, and Happy Hogan. Then I'm going to set aside Tony and the high-tech Spider-Man. gonna be a weird one to shuffle. But yeah, this should be interesting. There's some very clear mechanics to this deck that I don't particularly know just yet, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, I'm going to have to double check the rules in just a second on playing coordinate cards in a single player setting, because a coordinate card would be, if it's not my turn, if it's my friend's turn, I can play a coordinate card, discard it, then my friend gets a virtual version of that card I just discarded, and in return I get to draw one. And see the little rule thing that came in here. Danger sense, striker, coordinate. Can only coordinate one per turn. Okay, so it looks like in a single player game, coordinate is just, you can discard it to draw one. So not great. I don't know, I guess we'll see how it plays out. Yeah, that doesn't sound that good. Because it doesn't make the clear distinction that you can do it once and then you still get the effect. Although it might imply it won't. No, then that still wouldn't really make sense, because you would just play the card instead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then my normal deck. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. This good old happy Hogan can KO all wounds you gained this turn. Ned can get like up to 3 recruit. Ooh, this Michelle. You can choose a villain or mastermind you can fight using only your recruitment points. So if we just build that up, then we can do that. Then Avenger in Training, Peter Parker. Danger Sense 1. Wall crawl. I'll have to double check what those mechanics are when I get to them, because I honestly don't remember. But other than that, you look at the cards and kind of just what their points are. Okay. I drew my opening hand of 6 cards. First villain is a Hand Ninja. If you fight him, you get +1 star, so that's pretty cool. I cannot fight him. Do I have 6 cards in my hand? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, yeah, I do. Alright, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 recruitment points. I need to see what wall crawl does again. Okay, wall crawl. Oh, when you recruit, put at the top of your deck. So I'll pick Avenger in Training Peter, so that's 2. So instead of going to the discard, it goes to the top of the deck. Replace it. And then that was 2. I have another 2 points left. Pick Ned for now. You pick Ned later too. Alright, then I'll just have to end my turn. Discard the rest. And get the rest of my... Oh, no, wait. Let's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because I put that Peter on the top. Okay, new turn. Oh crap, it's a scheme twist. So, if I get a point in this turn, then the twist goes to the bottom of the deck. But if it doesn't, it counts as him getting villainous distraction. The hero was distracted, and that's a bad thing for me. Okay, so I'll use Avenger in Training. So that's 2, 3. Oh, that's enough to kill him. So that's a victory point. And as a victory point, that means that this goes to the bottom of the villain deck. So that goes away. And then, since I fought the ninja, I get +1 recruitment point. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Two, 3, 4. Then I'll discard the rest of my hand. Draw into the next turn. You know, I really held off on getting that Michelle, but I think I'm going to get it next. And maybe one of the Hogan. Oh, probably have to get one of the Happies. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's 5+, so I'm not exactly sure what that means. New one. Oh no, it's a twist. So now I have to get a point, which I think might be impossible, because the only way for me to get a point this turn would be to fight him. And I don't exactly have anything that can do that. I don't have enough points, but I do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to work with. 5. What does Striker do again? Striker. Okay, Striker would have to do with Master Strikes and normally there are 5. But being that this is a single player game, there's only 1. So That's kind of useless. She would be the best for me to get. So that's 3. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I can get a 2, I can recruit it. Yeah, alright. 2. And since it's wall crawl, I get to add it to the top of my deck. And then I'll end my turn. But because I didn't gain any points this turn, the Master Strike stays, and our hero was distracted 1 time. And if he gets distracted 5 times, we lose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. New turn. Shocker number 1. He's a striker, which does nothing because we don't have any master strikes. But he also has escape. Each player reveals a yellow card or discards a card. And he does 3 damage. How do I use Danger Sense? Oh, okay. Danger Sense 2 means look at the top 2 cards of the villain deck. So I'll use Heightened Senses, Danger Sense 2. Reveal the top 2 cards. And if there's a villain, right? Okay, and for every villain, you get +1 attack. There's only 1, and then you get to put them back in any order. Right? Yeah. Put the hand ninja right there. So we have 1 attack. Then this effect goes through, reveal the top card of your deck. The cost of 2 or less, draw it. Cool. So I'll use Ned because he gets 1. Then since I played a red before him, +2 stars, so we're at 3 stars, 1 attack. So that's 1 plus 1 plus 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 attack, 3, 4, 5 recruit points, and I guess I'll just pick him. That works. And then the attack one's 2, 4, 5, 6. I'll fight Mr. Toomes. See what this says. Each player discards a Spider-Man hero or gains a wound. Well, I used up my entire hand, so I guess I get a wound. Then I'll end the turn, discarding the rest. Then I draw 4. I guess now I can get the head of security Hogan and start getting rid of the wounds. I mean, it's only the 1 wound so far, so It isn't all that much to get rid of, but I mean, it's something. But also on the bright side, we did beat Vulture, or not Vulture, we beat Adrian once. So we're only a few away from beating him, although we are 4 distractions away from losing. There are 4, 5, 6 cards in my hand. New turn. Push that aside. And we have the Ninja. So I'll play 2, 4. Wish I had one more. Get this. Just 2. Well, I can't get that. I have all happy Hogans here. And I don't have much else to do. I'll just have to let that go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's the next one? It's a Scheme Twist. Now, if I don't get a victory point this turn, it gets added to that, and then per the rules, once it kind of goes through, gotta KO a hero, which I didn't do before. So I'll go ahead and just KO him. Okay. Heightened Senses. Danger Sense 2. So I look at the top 2 cards for each villain. Does 1 damage. So if he does 1, I rearrange them in any order. So this is 1. 2, 3. 4, 5. Fight Adrian. Yeah, I think I'll fight Adrian. 5. Then I'll use Coordinate. Or not Coordinate, I'll use Ned. Which is 1 plus the red from before. 3. Get 1 of the heads of security. Then with my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fight Adrian once again. Fight Danger Sense 4. If it revealed any bystanders, you would rescue them. It revealed 2. So what does that mean when he has Danger Sense? Okay, so we had 4. Here's 2. So that gives him 7. I'm only at 5, so I guess I don't win? I guess. Oh, that also means the plot twist went through, and then I effectively lost that. Do that again. Three. I'll just pick this one. 2. He has wall crawl, so he goes to the top of the deck. Happy Hogan, Watchful Eye. He does 2, 3, 4. Knock out this one. Yeah, so I gain a point, and I gain a star. So I have like 2 stars. Yeah, because oh yeah, that was only 2, and I have 1, 2, 3. Then with the hand that's 4, spent 2. I have 2 left. Then I'll add this one. He also has Wolf Crawl. Add that to the top of the deck. Alright. I'll end the turn. Drawing new cards. I can see how the coordinate cards would come in handy, because it would just be free. Well, I'm not sure about this one. In this deck, maybe in a normal deck where there's like 5 strikes, playing this, you could potentially get +1 or 2 to someone. Like, that'd be useful, and then they just get a free draw 1. So, 5, 6. So this deck seems, or this expansion seems more aimed toward multiple people playing rather than a single player. I'll use Michelle. I'll pick my Mastermind, and I can fight it using only recruitment points this turn. 2, Ned, which is 1, +2 because she's red. That's 5, 6, 7. Danger Sense 3. Put all henchmen villains revealed into your victor pile. If you do their fight ability. So, Danger Sense 3. There's no villains here. But there is a Master Strike. I'll do it in that order. nothing happened. So he loses, we get that. That battle's over. Okay, then since Michelle applied to the battle with him, I'll then use my Something is Happening Peter Parker, who has Danger Sense 4. So I get to look at the top 4 cards of the villain deck and rearrange them. And I did find one villain. I'll just keep it the way it is. So he has 1 attack. Then I'll use Avenger in Training. So I have 3. And I'll fight Shocker. Since there's no strikes, Striker doesn't do anything. Yeah, it's +0. And knock him out. So we're not quite back on track, but we're getting there. What was this? Scheme Twist. Now I have to get a point or else I get distracted and oh, that's not good. I'll use Ned. 1, 2. So I have 3 points to recruit. I'll recruit Michelle. And play. I probably should have picked yellow. I should pick yellow just so I can start using this. Speaking of, place it. Alright. I played that. That's 2, 3. Fight him. So I beat him, I get +1 star. I already used most of my stars. I just have a 1 star. So I'll discard the rest. But since I did gain a point, that Scheme Twist goes to the bottom, and then yeah, I have to go through the process of the when a Scheme Twist resolves. KO a hero of 6 or less, then you would just normally replace it as you would. Although I did just notice that, of course, Peter Parker, Peter's allies, obviously, and then Spider-Man are Spider-Man and friends. Happy Hogan isn't any alliance. And, of course, Tony is an Avenger. So as far as I know, so far, not completely sure on the whole game, Happy Hogan and Deadpool are not affiliated with any of the main groups. X-Men, S.H.I.E.L.D., Avengers, Spider-Man. I feel like I'm missing something there. Another draw. Ooh, it's another Scheme Twist. So now I have to score a point, or I'm going to be taking some damage. So when this plays out, I'll discard one of these boys. KO is. Okay. So Danger Sense 2. Reveal the top 2 cards. And there's one villain, the Tinkerer. So that will give me +1. So I've got 1 attack point to work with so far. One plus 2 equals 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I have 2 recruitment points, and I'll use that for heightened senses Peter. Then that's done, that's 6. Oh, I didn't do the ambush effect, did I? So with him, I should have done the ambush effect because that's when they first come out. Each player reveals their hand and discards all cards with the same name as a card in the HQ. That probably would have hurt me. That probably would have hurt me. So I gotta pay more attention to the cards. This time I'm going to let it rock because I don't want to go back and restart it. But that is something I have to be more cognizant of because I'm not used to, well, this deck at all yet. But I'll get better. And then once I'm playing with people, that should be a bit easier to negotiate and get all that way through. Let's see, heightened senses, danger sense 2. Oh, sorry. I'm putting shocker 2 on the top. And so 1 villain, so it's 1 attack, 1, 2, 3. Doesn't really help me. But I do have 2, 3, 4. Two. I have 2 left. Two. Okay. It's weird. It is really weird to go from all these superheroes and their comic book drawing, kind of animated, and then you go to literal stills from the movie, which I'll admit it does make it stick out, and it's clearly different from the base game, where in the base game all the schemes have the same artwork as the scheme twist, whereas in here the picture is very different. It's from the movie where its name was gotten from. So distract the hero when he was distracted, and he was like, well, I could do this, but oh crap, something's going on, I have to kind of check that out instead. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this is Shocker. He has an ambush effect. Each player reveals their hand and discards all cards with the same name as something that is currently there. Any of these? No. Any of these? No. Crap, that was a good one. Then, yeah, that's it. So I got 1 attack, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll beat Shocker. Because having exactly 5 isn't quite enough for me to feel comfortable fighting Adrian, because knowing he has danger sense and he could just beast out on me and beat me out. 5, 6. And we finally got the Master Strike. I was kind of trying to hold that back. Master Strike. Starting from the sewers, each villain uses their escape ability. Okay, his escape ability, I have to reveal a tech hero or gain a wound. I actually have one, so don't have to do that. What does that mean, double strike? Okay, so this goes into the discard, but since he has double strike, he gets he has +2 for each strike in the KO. Since there's 1, he has 7 instead of 5 attack, so I have to beat 7 now. Or to be able to fight him, and then... Yeah, that makes sense. I'll use Adventure and Training, which is just 2. Watchful Eye, Happy Hogan. Since I played a yellow card before, I get Danger Sense 2. And there's 2 villains, so I get +2. So that's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 10. Then draw, if it's low, add it to my hand. So I have 10 attack, which means I can't attack him now. And I'll use my 3 recruit to get MJ or Michelle. Place that. Okay, so that was 10. Fight one of the Adrians. Danger Sense 4. So that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, there's 2. So here that's 7. I have 10. I have 3 left over. Can't do anything with that, but I did beat him. Which means I only have to fight him one last time. Which is good because I am not doing super hot right now. Okay, so Shocker has the Striker ability, and since there's 1 Master Strike, he's a 4. Tinker is also a 4. And I'm pretty sure the next 2 are scheme twists, so I don't think I'm going to do a lot of damage this turn, but we'll see. Alright. Something is happening. Peter Parker Homecoming. Danger Sense 4. And there are 2 bad guy things, 2 villains. So that's a 2. Say you may shuffle the deck, I'm not going to do that. 2 danger sense, 2. Okay, 2 villains. That's 2, 4, 5, 6. Oh, plus he had draw 1 if it's under that. Okay, add it to my hand. So that's 2, 4, 5, 6. I'll fight the Tinkerer. When I fight him, I get +1 recruitment point per tech hero in the HQ, and there's 1. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll get Watchful Eye Hogan. And let's draw again for turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have Hybrid Alien Tech, which it's a striker, so its attack is 5 instead of 4. When you fight it, KO one of your 0-cost heroes, which is probably going to be a trooper or an agent. Oh man, the escape. Current player reveals a, I forget what that is, the blue card hero, or gains a 0-cost hero from their KO pile. I don't think this has any blue. And if it does, it's not the 3 groups that I picked. Oh man. It's mostly red and yellow with a little bit of gray. Okay. Heightened Senses, which is danger 2. There is 1 baddie. So I have 1. Since I played a red, this is 1 plus 2. So I have 3 recruitment points. That's 3, 4, 5 recruitment points. 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 recruitment points. And I'll fight the Mastermind using my recruitment points. And I currently have 8 recruitment points. So let's see. Oh. You may put a card from your discard pile to the top of your deck. Michelle. But then I beat him. And I win. That was fun. That was a very different deck with the way accumulating the recruitment points and just the web stuff and being able to look at the top of the deck and rearrange stuff and manipulating the villain deck like that. That was pretty cool. I haven't played it at all. You can probably tell because I'm like not sure what anything does. Peter Ally. But yeah, that was pretty fun. I can't wait to play this with people so I can actually use the coordinate ability. I could have used it before as a simple discard 1, draw 1. So that's all it would do in that situation. And you know what? I don't hate it. That's for sure. But it would have been cool to see really the cards as they really should be played in a setting with more people. It's always more fun. That will be all for Distract the Hero. We got distracted twice, unsuccessfully or successfully. distracted twice. Well, guys, that's it for these, what, 2 matches now? 2 matches of Legendary, a Marvel deck building game. If you want to stay up to date on videos and live streams on both YouTube and Twitch, check out links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe, and consider joining. That's all for now, guys. Manjoume out. And I'm just going to kind of finish this before I end the stream. But yeah, it's pretty fun. Really, the worst part of the game is having to, like, put the cards away. Yeah, because these, like, being a single player game, there was only 1 strike in the deck, so even being double strike, that wouldn't have come in handy until later in the game. So I didn't need it. Strike, like, that doesn't really do much for me. Coordinate, I didn't find a use for it, I guess. I mean, I could have used it just to cycle through the deck as a draw 1. It would be neutral, because you would draw it, discard it, get a new one. So it's like a cost of nothing, really, but I don't know. Mastermind card. Mastermind card. Mastermind card. Mastermind card. There. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Well, I guess this is like the happy asset management card to get. He is a double striker. That is that literally it? That's his cool shtick? That he can do 2 damage? No, that's not what that means. Okay, so double striker, right? Because a strike is per strike. So if there were 2 strikes, he would do 4 damage. If there are 3 strikes, he would do 6 damage. But since there's only 1, he would do 2. Okay, and triple strike, if there's 2 master strikes, but they have triple, he would do 6 damage. Just trying to wrap my head around this. It's crazy. Didn't even draw that. The special bystander card. Special to this set. Fairy Disaster looks like it might be fun. There's 9 twists. Put the bystander stack. We'll read that in a second, because that sounds actually kind of interesting. Distracting the hero doesn't actually seem that difficult. It seems pretty easy, actually. But I can appreciate that. Just, every once in a while you might go for an easier game. Bad guys. Master Strike. Okay, so I do have more plot twists. I thought that I already had the max out. That is not the case. Those away. Okay. Put these stacks away. Pretty big stacks. Okay. So in Fairy Disaster, it says you have 9 twists. Put the bystander stack above the sewers as a fairy. Twist 1 to 4. If there's a villain in a city space below the fairy, KO 2 bystanders from the fairy. Whether you KO'd or not. Wait. Okay, so if there's a villain there, you would KO 2. You would kill 2. And if there's no villain there, then you wouldn't KO any. But regardless, it moves 1 space to the left. Oh, okay. It moves to the left. Then in twist 5 to 8, oh, right. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we go here. Then if 5 to 8, same effect but moves right. So if there's any villain here, you lose 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So the fairy just moves back and forth, basically. And then if there's a villain there, when it does, you then lose 2. Twist 9. KO half the bystanders from the bystander deck, rounding up so you kill half the people in the fairy. Then evil wins when 7 bystanders have been killed, or are in the escape pile because the villain kidnapped them here and carried them all the way out of the city. That sounds like a fun way to play because it's different. And you know what? I like those different ones. Let's go ahead and look at the other ones because there's some interesting stuff here. So, the Fairy Disaster, that's fun. We did distract the hero, where you have to use a Spider-Man character, and if you get a plot twist, or a scheme twist, but you get a victory point in some way, you would then just put it to the bottom of the deck. Otherwise, you keep it, and it becomes a villainous interruption, and when there's 5, you lose. Salvage alien weaponry. There's 7 twists. Add an extra henchman group of 10 cards as smugglers. Special rules. Smugglers have striker. So they do +1 per master strike. Twist. Play 2 cards from the villain deck. Oh wow. Villain wins when 3 villains per player have escaped or the villain deck runs out. Oh wow, that's crazy. Explosion at the Washington Monument. 8 twists, 18 bystanders, 14 wounds. Deal them out evenly into 8 decks. Put these decks in a row as floors of the Washington Monument. Whenever you fight a villain, you may reveal a face-down card from any floor. You have to bystander rescue it. If it's a wound, put it back face up. Twist. KO the topmost floor of the Washington Monument. You gain one of the wounds KO'd this way. Evil wins when 10 bystanders are in the KO pile and or escape and or all floors are KO'd. Oh man, that sounds kind of complicated. I think that's it. 4 schemes. That can make for pretty interesting games. I enjoy that. That'd be pretty fun. But again, definitely with people. Just by myself, I mean, you can get so much enjoyment out of it. There can always be more.